Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. I am here to share with you guys, like number 4, how to get out of your own way. And this time we're going to deal with excuses about being busy. I won't say excuses. Let me scratch that part because most of us are busy. So I wouldn't say that that's an excuse because most of us are busy. But we want to talk about how we can overcome those things. And I am the first to tell you guys, when I started Scentsy, that was the one thing that I said to my sponsor, like, I can't do this. I'm too busy. I work a full-time job. I'm a mother. I'm a caregiver. There's not enough time in a day to do this. So I closed the book on that one because I just knew I didn't have time to fit that in. Well, this is what I got to say, guys. When I fell in love with it, it's amazing how we make time for things that we want to do. Things that we love, things that we enjoy. We create that time. So that's what happens with Scentsy, guys. None of us have time because we're all busy living our lives. We're busy either with a full-time job, a full-time mommy, full-time caregiver, whatever it is that you do. So we don't have the time. But what we do, for those who are passionate about what it is that they want to do and what it is that they want for their family, that's when you know you have to create the time. I'm going to give you some tips on some things that I did to make it fit for me. Because again, I was like so busy, I didn't see how I can make this work. So you got to become a little creative with your time. So what I would do, instead of getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I got up at 4:30 in the morning, 30 minutes difference. Okay, so when I went to work, I made breaks. I didn't necessarily have them, but I made breaks. And the breaks may have been like 15-minute breaks. So I utilized those breaks and my lunch hour. I took advantage of that. And when I got off work, I had to spend time waiting on my daughter, who was very busy. She was in every type of sport you can imagine. She did ballet, she did piano, she was doing basketball, volleyball. So between when I got off work at 5 o'clock, sometimes she wouldn't finish her practice till like 8 o'clock. So I made good use of that time while I was away off of work, because the drive to my house was about an hour. It was an hour distance to my daughter's school. So I didn't come home. I packed up my car with all of my Scentsy gear, all of my Scentsy tools, even my change of clothes and snacks. I packed all that in my car. And I literally lived out of my car until time to pick my daughter up. And I also would have my sneakers because I wanted to make sure I got my exercise in. So I would actually walk around the school, and my daughter would say, "Mommy, do you still have to walk around the school? That's pretty embarrassing." But I knew I needed to take care of myself too. So I made good use of my time working my business and also taking care of myself. So guys, I know you're busy, but I find that the things that we know we need in our life, we have to carve out the time in our day. We have to make the time. We have to create the time. And it's so worth it. So when I hear people saying, "Well, I'm busy, I don't have time," I get it. That's me too, guys. Even now, I'm still real busy because let me tell you guys what I do. I take care of Mama. I've been her caregiver forever. Mama's in a nursing home now, but I still have to take care of her. She's about an hour away from me. I have to go visit her quite frequently. And when she's in the hospital, I'm there with her all the time. My brother's autistic. He had a stroke, so I had to make sure I take care of him, get him back and forth to the doctor. He doesn't drive. My nephew, he's autistic. I have to make sure I get him to his doctor visit, make sure they take their medicines every day. I have a little thing for them. I have to make sure they're taking it. I have to make sure they eat at scheduled times and take care of my customers and my team. Guys, I worked Scentsy with my full-time job for 12 years. I promoted all the way up to superstar director with a full-time job, a caregiver, a mom, because I created those time blocks. You have to make time. And I forgot to mention that I would stay up a little late at night. I made sure I get sufficient amount of rest, but I set my clock to wake up 30 minutes early, went to bed about 30 minutes late at night, and I utilized the breaks that I had to make sure I could do what I need to do when I need to do it. And I wrote it down. I wrote out a schedule. I had a planner, and I worked with that. I mastered that to make sure I could earn trips to make sure that I could promote, to make sure my team was taken care of, make sure my customers were taken care of. I worked events, fundraisers. You can do what you want to do when it's something you want. If you're shooting for something, if you're shooting for the stars, guys, you need a map to get there, and you can create that time. We don't have the time, but you can make the time. And it's funny how we make time for something we really want to do. If it's something you really love, you're going to go after that. If it's superstar director that you want, you're going to go after that. I can tell you guys, I did. I made time to get to those levels that I wanted to reach. So there you go, guys. Stand by for number 5. Get out of your own way. Love you guys. Bye.